Did you put it on park?
Huh?
Did you put it on park?
Oh, man.
You made it.
We are at the Mecca of bodybuilding.
Within the walls of greatness again.
50 years. They gotta change that sign.
Yeah.
It's a lot past 2015 now.
I know. Look at that. New car. Baller.
It's brand new.
Looks new.
They said they didn't have my
Your usual
they didn't have my
Tony
SUV.
Soprano.
I rented a Land Rover, like a Range Rover, and they didn't have it. I was pissed.
Oh, really? Usually you like Tony Soprano with the same car all the time. No matter where you go.
Yeah, you didn't tell me the traffic would be bad though. So any advice to you people that want to travel out to California? I flew into Orange County.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of traffic even on a Saturday. But you didn't tell me that was going to be like that.
Well, you know it's always my fault. Right?
Well, if I don't blame you,
who are you gonna blame?
I gotta blame someone, you know.
How about you? For not flying to LAX, you'd be like 10 minutes away.
How is it today? Busy?
It's dying down now. It's busier when I first got here. Like around 12:30 it was pretty busy.
We come prepared, bro.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Favor. What are we training today?
I never know what you train. You know that. Someone asked me. Jeff was waiting for you. He's like, "Oh, what's he training today?" I said, "Dude, don't ask." He don't know.
Isn't it kind of crazy every time I go to the gym? I don't know what I'm training.
He's on instinctive training. That's what.
But it's crazy with the weather difference from Vegas, bro.
Why is it hot as fuck over there? Really?
I'm to that point now where it's
Too
like
hot?
that time of year. It's like, okay, I've had enough of this now.
Yeah. Yeah, here it's hot, but it's comfortable. It's not bad. You don't die. But you have to deal with traffic, so.
Still my place though, bro.
Choose your evil.
Right?
Overheat or traffic.
There he is. The arms are bigger than 2 weeks ago.
Getting bigger.
He's been waiting for you, man. Get over here, Jeff. You finished your shift, and then you hung out to see him.
That's gotta stay and hang.
Tell him what you
Say
just
hi.
asked me about the video you saw, the old video.
Oh yeah, I was asking about Jimmy Bluff
Oh
and
yeah.
how he, how that helped you and
Yeah, he was
whatnot.
good. He used to, he worked with me here. He was working out here for a while, right?
Well, I guess he's back over here. He tells me. Yeah.
Oh, he
Yeah.
is?
But I think the video he saw, you were at your house for the 2013
yeah.
Olympia.
Video.
For 13,
Yeah.
come back here. Yeah.
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 I just saw though he was in, where was he, in Africa or somewhere?
Somewhere.
Like in the
Looking at
fucking
the gram.
jungle or something.
He's
right?
all over.
Doing some journey.
He's very spiritual, but he's from Utah, so he used to come down from Utah. And
Yeah.
he was really into bodybuilding. He was pretty big. I don't know what he looks like now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he used to be pretty jacked up.
I was curious about the
I used
maintenance.
all different guys. There was a guy
Oh, yeah.
that was really good here. His name was Jeff.
Yeah.
He was good too.
Yeah.
But he passed away. But he had a little office. It was right.
Yeah.
Right? Is that where it was?
Yeah, yeah.
There's some little offices there.
In advanced
Couple
athletics.
guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the silver guy there.
What's going on with you?
Mixing up. No, I'm just staying. I just staying here just to say hi. Off
Are you
work
working
now.
or?
I'm done. I'm going to the beach. I'm going to the beach to chill.
Nice. Do it.
Yeah.
I was
They
telling
said
you.
they're towing cars.
Oh yeah, yeah they do.
That's why
Yeah.
he gave me the pass.
You know what's funny? I was pissed when I came last. What it was?
'Cause
2
you
weeks
couldn't
ago.
park.
Well, I watched these people walk to the fucking. beach.
Yeah, that's what they're doing now.
That's why we're towing. Yeah. No, it's our lot,
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you sipping on? What do you got? Oh, he's got the Air
Uh-oh,
Maxes.
you have to ask.
Had to ask.
Have you tried that stuff, Jeff?
Prevail? No, I have not.
No, I
Oh. It's good stuff, dude.
What do you
You
got?
gotta take it.
Oh.
There you go.
You're gonna tell me. So I take.
I'll post
I actually take both. This is a stem,
Yes.
This is a non-stim, so you can take them separately, but I stack the two.
I'm stacking. If you stack, I'm stacking.
1 scoop of each, try, but this is more of a focus product, and this is more for the pump. It's like,
oh, great.
It has like a lot of citrulline.
Tomorrow's arm day.
Yeah, so take a scoop of each and see tell me what you think.
I'll be blasting
Boom.
this. Boom.
Wait till you see your arms next time you see them.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Of course. What's up, bro?
Remember we did video?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know. You hit me up.
All right, you got hooked up, man. Was it worth the wait? It was
Right
worth the
there.
wait. It was worth waiting.
It's always worth the wait. I know. Just say hi.
Thanks, Jeff.
I'm just shooting this target. Let me know.
I will. Absolutely.
I expect to see it bigger when I come back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, the pressure's on now.
Yeah.
Another day in the Mecca bodybuilding.
You don't even need to sign. You must be VIP.
Right?
No $40 a day for you.
Brian was talking about that when he came to my office.
The Brian Glenn?
Yeah.
Really? He didn't have to pay last time. He can't say nothing. Hey, Danny. You are within the walls.
Walls of greatness.
That's right. I know. This is the hottest room.
This is Mr. Olympia training. The show or
On camera.
Should I not do it? I don't know how I
No,
should
you
take
look
that question.
you look great. You just don't know what you.
It's like,
I never know with Danny.
I know.
yeah.
You look like that either you compete or not.
I think I asked you 2 weeks ago and you weren't sure yet.
Yeah, that's true.
I asked you at San Jose and you said, oh, in 6 weeks I'll make the decision.
Well, they actually made me the last show was a qualification, so I had to actually tell them yes or no last week.
One more second, bro.
So what was it? Was it yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good for you, man.
That's a compliment, Danny, if I have to ask you.
I know.
Wow.
You look like that all the time. We just don't know if you compete or
When
not.
I mess with people.
I used to be so mad when people are like, are you doing the Olympia? I'm like, what the fuck do you think at 4 weeks out? Why would I look like this?
Because you like it.
With Danny, we never know.
He's always peeled, man. This is
You guest pose all
daily
year.
condition right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyone that wants a great guest poser, guest posing's dead besides Danny.
Yeah, he needs no prep time.
So put your request in for the J Color Classic for the best photos. I heard it was a good show. Guest posing the Dexter show too.
Oh, nice.
What's so funny is when I always talk about how I don't do as much barbell work, but when I used to do barbell incline presses, my chest would get so crazy pumped.
You're pretty strong too, huh? I mean, I've seen video with like 3 plates, at least 3 plates.
I mean, there's guys that can do a lot more, but
Old videos.
records today, though. No max reps.
Yeah.
Are you training a lot of people, or?
No, I do everything on camera. So infomercials, commercials, acting.
Like that.
Yeah, I make money. Everyone likes money better.
You're not from here, though, right?
No, I'm from New York.
But you weren't living in this part of California before. Were you on time before, or
I
always
was
here?
in San Diego first,
That's right.
and I've been up here. Dave knows. He never sees me.
I know. I just saw it today for the first time in what, 3 weeks? At least, yeah.
I get really sick of it.
Yeah, I know.
He's a sassy fit chick.
I'm a fan, yeah.
But you know what's crazy? I was at acting classes on Wednesday night, and I went to No Limit Gym. Have you guys ever seen that online? Like
know.
The owner
I know,
follows
yeah.
me.
Jack, yeah.
So like, I
Jack's a
wrote
good
to
dude,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, I wrote to him, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna stop by your gym because he kept telling me stop by, stop by.
What day is today?
Saturday?
Smartest day to train chest, right?
Yeah. Sunday good too.
Training anything in the Mecca is tough.
I know. I know. Look, Sunday I thought was gonna be quiet, and remember last time you came on Sunday it was a zoo. But it's a vacation, it's summer, so
This is the end of the vacation for people, I think. Before
I think
school
so.
starts.
Yeah.
Did Per send us an email this morning?
Yeah.
What was it?
He said the videos were good, and he found some sort of mic to shoot outside that would prevent the wind from, like, I don't know. But it's,
Always finding new shit for us.
I know.
I love that.
At least he's watching the videos. He watches everything.
You know, it's funny, as I mentioned in the video, that I love coming to Gold's Venice to use this hammer piece. And I'm like, we don't have it in Vegas. And then someone hit me up on the comments and told me, no, Jay, the EOS on Losi actually has it.
Oh.
So I think what I'm going to do, the next chest day that I do in Vegas, I'm actually going to go to that Losi EOS and try to use this piece. Because I love, I mean, every time I come to Gold's Venice, I try to use that piece. And that's what's nice about going to the different gyms. I've mentioned this in videos prior. I mean, in Massachusetts, I used to drive to this Nautilus Plus. It was 45 minutes from Worcester. It was a gym that Paul DeMeo actually used to train at. This guy, Jimmy Dakotas, owned it. It was like ahead of its time as far as equipment. It was huge. It was an industrial park. It was like a flat warehouse space. And bro, they had all the best stuff. They had all the new hammer at the time. It was the hammer strength that just kind of come out at that point. And I used to travel to that gym just to get on the equipment. And I started training with a couple of locals, like this guy Fred Bagot, who was a really good bodybuilder.
Oh, yeah?
Competed at national level.
Yeah, yeah.
And I actually, you know, I would travel that far. So I drive 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back. That's how dedicated I was to becoming better. So that's why I still, to this day, when I travel to gyms, I'm like, man, I haven't used this piece in such a long time. So it's always good to come here. Instead of doing the standard dumbbells, I know a lot of the fans like to see, oh, free weights. It's like I use that Nautilus press machine.
Yeah.
It's just a little different. I want to try to feel some different stuff. And like I said, I'm not going for weight records where I could do more weight. I mean, I used whatever it was, 200 pounds on the incline press. I'm not trying to do anything heavy. I could have done more reps, but
So let me ask you something. If you so, how would you call someone who would drive 45 minutes to go train and then come back?
full-time bodybuilding. Or a smart bodybuilder because it paid off for me. Not so smart for someone that drives that way and it doesn't go that far.
Oh, okay.
But we get a lot of good film out of it. That's your excuse. I'm gonna give you your excuse to be a full-time bodybuilder. At least you're getting some good footage that the fans want to see. All right, let me concentrate on this set now. All right, so I'm squeezing my chest every set, as you can see. That was 11 reps. That's full-time bodybuilding. This machine moves. When
It does?
you press it, it slides.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this needs to be tightened.
I'm gonna tell Joe.
Joe, the maintenance guy.
Yeah, he's nice.
Know who the guy is in that Van Halen thing?
Yeah, it's isn't it Carl Bartram?
I don't think so.
It's either him or
It's somebody.
Rick
from this
Valente.
gym. I think it's Rick Valente.
Rick
yeah.
Valente.
So show that to the viewers so they see it. You guys see that Van Halen album cover? I think it is.
It's Rick Valente.
So maybe ask the viewers because I think they know. But you know what's disappointing? So you look at these national champions, right?
Yeah.
All the nationals.
Yeah.
Willie Stalling won the year. He's next to Tom Prince there. He won the overall. I was so disappointed for not winning that overall.
I know.
Get my pro card. That was the first year I did it, and the only year. So it was disappointing for me not to get it. You know?
Did he ever tell you why you lost the overall?
I didn't think I deserved it. But I always wanted that picture up there. I was always disappointed coming in here, and then of course I became who I became, and then there's a lot more pictures, right?
That's right. It just took you longer to get it. Well, you have a lot more.
So, because that's a small area, right? That the national champions are.
Yeah, that's
They
it.
stopped putting them up, huh?
Yeah, they stopped. The only thing they keep updating is the Olympia men. That's it.
I guess they ran out of space, right?
Yeah, that's what they say. There's still a few more. Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't realize how many pictures Rick Valente has on the wall.
He's a legend, man.
Yeah, quite a few pictures.
Still comes here.
He's
He's
still
in good
training.
shape still.
Rides his motorcycle here every
Yeah,
day.
his Harley.
You guys that don't know Rick Valente, he was on Body Shaping, right?
Yeah,
Was it Body Shaping or?
I think so. Look him up.
All right, last set here, boys. Only place that they don't have the weights put away. I want to make people think when I put all my weights away.
You think you're nuts?
I bet you don't put your weights away.
No, I do.
Huh?
Of course I do.
Are you saying that for camera? Or?
No, gym etiquettes, dude. Of course I do. That's rude.
Yeah, but people don't give a shit. You know that.
Yep.
All right, let's go. Cooler on this side of the house.
Yeah.
I didn't mention when I walked through the front and the breeze coming through.
That's why. That with that door. And
It's
that
so
door.
crazy when you come over here comparable to Vegas, see the air difference, you know. So close to the beach. It's hot in Vegas today.
Stuffy. How was it today when you got like 105, 110?
Yeah, it's like been like 110 over there.
Wow.
But you know, you're in the gym and you're training the AC. Like yesterday, you know, I trained at Lift Factory and it's like this hot, you know. It's like the back room hot, like 85, I think.
Yeah.
Which is, I like training when it's hot, to be honest. I like to sweat when I train.
Yeah.
Sometimes the air conditioning's a little much, but
Yeah.
you get spoiled with it too. I remember when I used to train, you know, for the Olympias, and I was a furnace anyway because I was eating the 7 meals a day and taking, you know, fat burners and doing the cardio. My metabolism was a lot faster. I used to be like, come to this place, it was like I would sweat out a gallon of water, you know?
Yeah.
Had to drink a lot more. Everyone always thinks you need to stay hydrated in Vegas, but I sweat so much more when I come to California. The humidity and the weather, you know, it's pretty hot probably by your place, so. Like
Today was
Vegas.
nice though. I actually had to wear a jacket.
Really?
Come this morning, it was nice.
But it's funny, I bring a sweatshirt for the nights, you know, here,
Yeah, yeah.
because in Vegas it's still 100 at night. Here it gets like whatever 60.
Yeah.
We talk about it like it's so cold and so hot, and there's other places in the world that are so much. Plus, I wore long pants, you know.
Yeah.
Which I probably shouldn't have done. Heavy sweatpants, you know. Alright, so last week I did pullovers to stretch my chest. I know a lot of people say they don't really feel the pullover movement for the chest, they feel more in the lats. But what I'm going to do now is, I mentioned this before, this is something Dorian Yates taught me in Hawaii back in 1995. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pull down, but I'm actually going to pull with my chest and not with my lats, which is, it sounds crazy, but I'm actually going to just stretch the chest. It's going to kind of pump the chest. I'm going to focus on, it's a mind to muscle connection, on squeezing the chest as I go through the motion. And you notice I'm only going to come down to like here. I'm going to only, that's the motion, and I'm focusing on the chest. I'm going to do 12 reps of this. It's like 140 pounds, so it's not super heavy. And I'm going to lean in. I'm not going to lock my legs underneath, so it's going to be mostly for the chest, okay? Out, stretch the tissue out. That's the key. So I always talk about with chest training. So, you know, we pump, we stretch, we pump, we stretch. Just wanted to finish her movements now to really finish pushing the blood through the chest and finish off the chest routine. Okay, 3 sets. Never changes at the Mecca, huh?
Nope. No, I get that one.
Usually training on Saturday at this time, right?
Yeah, we train around this time.
All right, 45 seconds rest.
Pitbull.
Training. Hi Dave, how are you?
Smile on
I'm
JTV,
feeling
man.
great. I'm feeling
doing great. Just a matter of being very, very disciplined, more disciplined than before, because I have to sleep properly, I have to eat properly, and I have to be careful with the workouts, the recovery, but I'm doing great. Thank you, Jay.
Shout out to your Mexican fans.
Well,
get a lot.
Les quiero enviar un saludo a todos, muy contento, tengo el gran honor de poder ver a Jay Cutler aquí en la Meca, y pues les mandamos un saludo para México.
I know we got a lot out there, so you got shout out to all my Mexican fans out there.
Próximamente nos vemos por allá.
Here's your representative right there.
Awesome.
Thank you, Jay.
Thanks, Pedro.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Dave.
All right, so just wrapped up my workout. You know, I did this workout on one meal. Do you know I ate breakfast at around 9? So what time do we start shooting? Probably it's 3:30 now.
2 o'clock.
So, yeah. So,
Fasting again.
yeah, I mean, I ate a lot yesterday because I trained so early yesterday, so I was able to eat into the night, you know. And to me, the workouts aren't really fueled by how much I eat anymore. I don't really judge the workouts. I still got a crazy pump. It helps that I'm drinking my stuff too. But you know, it's funny. I was just talking to what's up, bro? You doing okay?
Muscle dog.
Yeah. So I was just talking to Pedro, and you know, he said to me something that really made me think about things a little bit. It's funny because I don't realize things until, and he's like, man, I respect, you know, people like yourself who's achieved it. And he said something to me that I really don't touch enough upon. And you know, you look at the big scope of, you know, my enterprise, right? I talk about all these different ventures that I do, you know, moving to California, you know, living in Las Vegas and exploring all these, you know, real estate options, and you know, and I'm in the cannabis industry, and I do all these things now, you know, that allow me to live a very good life. But without bodybuilding, I couldn't have done any of this stuff. So, you know, he said to me, he goes, you know, I came from Mexico, I had nothing, but bodybuilding created everything for me. And sometimes I forget, because I've kind of stepped away from being a bodybuilder now. Although I love to train, I just don't consider myself necessarily a bodybuilder. But bodybuilding has given me, like, the life. And I talk about when I bought my first house in California, it came from my United Champions money, $15,000. I was able to have the luxury to put down a down payment on a home then. I paid $220 for that home. And I was able to sell it, and I made over $100,000 on it within 2 years, and was able to build my home in Vegas. And then of course, you know, I bought all those properties, and I was winning Auto Classics and getting second at the Mr. Olympia and winning shows in between, that allowed me to be able to continue to prosper in what I wanted to do. And the ultimate goal was to build an empire and to build a legacy. And I always talk about legacy, and it's always, what will you be remembered for after you quit? And the truth is I'm 6 years since I quit competing. I'm 9 years since I won the Mr. Olympia contest, but I'm still as relevant as I was back then, if not more, because of social media. And I just think it's a blessing to me to be able to continue to do this. You know, I appreciate all the fans out there that continue to support me, and I always try to spread the message of positivity. And what I'm trying to tell people is that, you know, you have a passion for something, and you have to believe in it, in that, whatever that is, you have to be passionate about to be successful. And bodybuilding was the thing I was passionate about. You know, I could have done many other jobs. I mean, my family business, doing concrete. You know, I was into kind of construction early on. And I did get into, you know, the real estate market, and I kind of was building homes for a while. But to be honest, you know, bodybuilding in the fitness arena has always been really passionate for me. And that's why, of course, I continue in the supplement thing. And people always ask me, like, why would you want to continue in supplements? It's so competitive, and, you know, it's really hard to do it. But I just, you know, I had one guy stop me in the gym today, and he's like, man, I take your Prevail and your Amplify. And, like, I'm very proud of the new products that I put out. And it makes me feel good when I know people are using the products and they believe in the products. And I always say supplements aren't something that you necessarily need every time you go to the gym, but they supplement in when you do need certain things. Like I told you, I ate one time. You know, I took a little pre-workout today. Certain days I don't even take a pre-workout. I don't think you need it. But there's days like today where it's like, oh, I want to get that extra jolt, right? So I did that, but I wanted to build a legacy. I wanted to have something where, you know, I'm attached to something that I love to do, and that's the bodybuilding arena. That's why I promote shows. I promoted last weekend in Virginia. We had our best turnout ever, which was amazing. A lot of new competitors that excited me. And I don't thank people enough for the opportunity to be that person that people look for and respond to. And you see how many people stop me in the gym today. It's crazy, right? I mean, every day I come here, it's like you see so many people that just, and some people you never expect to be like fans, right? And they just, people traveling from Japan and all these other places. It's like, man, they flock to this. And you know, we just ran into this guy that's competing in the Legion show later in the year. And this is his first time at the Mecca bodybuilding. And I couldn't imagine being like, and he's a professional, like not have the opportunity to come to Gold's Gym Venice. I mean, it's just, this is where it all started, man. This is where, you know, Schwarzenegger still trains on a daily basis, and you see a lot of the greats. You know, we saw Dexter Jackson in there.
Yep.
But it's always good to be back, and I appreciate everyone following along. And you know, we're once again filming here in the Walls of Greatness. So appreciate you guys so much for following along. If you're not subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe now.
Please.
I always say that. And you know, we have a lot of cool content coming for the Mr. Olympia. We should talk about the Olympia a little bit.
Oh my God, yeah. So what's the deal? Are we getting like backstage access? I would love that.
There goes Eric right there.
Oh, they must have went to go eat at Firehouse.
Yeah.
How funny.
That's your training partner right there. He just drove by and didn't even see us filming out here.
No, I think he saw you because he's stopping. I don't know.
No, he stopped. Okay. He didn't even look.
Yeah, but that should be pretty good.
No,
this year.
I don't know what we're gonna have for access, but I'm pretty sure you'll be filming the whole thing through the weekend.
I can't wait.
But it's approaching quick, and
I know, man.
you know, there's a lot of hype now with the show. I mean, people stop me today and it's, who's gonna win? Is it Dexter? Is it Brandon Curry? Is it Rolly Winkler? Who's, you know, these people are putting out their pictures now, right? Dexter put out one, you know, and he never does that. He competed recently, but like, people are hungry for the title this year, and it's kind of like we are going to get a new champion unless Sean somehow miraculously gets this thing thrown out and he enters the show. I mean, I don't know if that can happen or what the restriction is, but it's just awesome, man. It's like, it's so cool to be able to be part of it and have it and have the opportunity to be the ambassador and be able to be a big part of the show. And we're going to have our front row access, which is awesome.
Would you do it again if they ask you to do it again? The ambassador thing?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I love being the ambassador.
That's awesome.
You know, I'm excited for it. So
it's a huge honor.
You know, be ready, because you know, as we get closer and closer, each week is getting more intriguing with who's going to win and who's the front runners and everything else. So stay tuned, man. It's going to be a big week for us, and we'll start early that week. So
for sure. All right, thanks, champ.
Okay.